What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. As you already know, I am Brandon Janeau, and like always, on podcast platforms everywhere, social media platforms everywhere, you can go and listen to this podcast on all podcast platforms, Brandon Janeau Show. Also, like I said, social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Brandon Janeau Show, Facebook as well, and YouTube, of course, Brandon Janeau Show on YouTube. Um, YouTube channel, BrandonJaneauShow. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's been following, subscribing, and listening. I appreciate all you guys for doing that. And let's get into it. So, this is Wrestling Life. I started my top 10 list of the greatest WrestleMania matches to me, according to me. I don't listen to everybody, according to me. Um, And yeah, so I went back and watched some WrestleMania matches. I went back and watched some more, and I put one new one on here. I took one off and put one new one on here. So honorary mentions to um, The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. I know a lot of people would say that's a great WrestleMania match, but when you actually watch the match, you can only do so much with Hulk Hogan. It's literally you can only do so much with Hulk Hogan. Um, And shout out to Edge and Mick Foley. I thought that street fight match at WrestleMania 22 was amazing, incredible. So I replaced the Rock and Hulk Hogan one, and I will talk about that later on. But tonight I will be getting to my 8 and 7 match on this list that I put down already. And here we go, man. And the first episode will be out not this upcoming week, the week after next, I think. But it will be out soon. Uh, and it'll be out soon. So here we go. So coming in at number 8 on this list is one of the greatest feuds over titles that I've ever seen. Ever seen. And as I look at this list that I've wrote down already, there's only like one. I already did one, two. Yeah, there's only like 3 matches that I've actually wrote for WrestleMania that was surrounding a title, including this one. So this match, my number 9 entry was Charlotte Flair and Asuka, and a match later on will be for another title. But all my favorite WrestleMania matches were never for titles, so that's kind of interesting to say. But anyway, this was for a title, and I'm gonna take you back, back to 2000 to 2001. Sorry, 2001, WrestleMania 17. If you know where I'm going with this, you clearly know what I'm about to say. No, it's not for the WWE Championship. It was the TLC 2. Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. Now, I could have easily put Stone Cold and The Rock on this list. I just didn't like the ending and how it played out at the end. Um, Stone Cold turns heel, but you don't really have a proper person. But The Rock is leaving the company to go do movies, so it was kind of like half ass. It was just so stupid. You didn't have another real top face to go against The Rock. I mean, go against Stone Cold when he turned heel. That's kind of why the storylines kind of felt fucking stupid and distant. But anyway, but WrestleMania 17 was a lot of great matches, but the TLC 2 was the best match. Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. I mean, we all have seen Edge when he catches Jeff Hardy off the when he jumps off the ladder, spills him through the air, and just brings him to the ground. It's one of those. And I went back a couple nights ago, maybe a week or two ago, and watched this match in full. It is fucking incredible. It's a fucking quick, like it's just so much shit going on. And if you have Peacock, I would say go watch these matches on Peacock. I can't remember what time frame it was in, but to say the match happened, it was only like maybe 17 minutes, maybe 18 minutes. So they got a lot of shit in 18 fucking minutes. They got a lot of moments in 18 fucking minutes. Um, the Dudley Boys coming in as tag team champions. The Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian, clearly three of the best tag teams of all time. Not just in WWE but in wrestling. All six men knew how to work a fucking match, man. They had an incredible ladder triangle ladder match. Was like really was like the first real TLC match, but they called it a triangle ladder match. Then the first TLC match took place in SummerSlam with all three of these teams, and then WrestleMania 17. It was just an iconic match, man. Edge and Christian was teamed up with Rhino at the time. The Hardy Boys was Team Extreme with Lita, and the Dudley Boys had Spike Dudley. So it was literally they all three of them came into this match and even did some things. So it was just an incredible match to say the least. Jeff Hardy doing what Jeff Hardy does. Jeff Hardy before he got speared off the ladder had a spot where he swanton bombs on Spike Dudley and Rhino on tables. He's on the top of a ladder and he swanton bombs Spike Dudley and Rhino and they're on tables. It's just a crazy spot. So much shit going on in this match. It was an incredible match. It is definitely in the top. You if you actually watch, have a lot of lists on wrestling. This is one of the top 10 matches of WrestleManias like ever. So of course it's on my list. It was one of the best matches ever. I thought it was a really great match. It's just eight. It's not high, but it's for what the caliber of the match was and how short it was too. It was right. It was a great fucking match. Going into number seven again. This might be on my list, it might not be on a lot of people's list, but to me, number seven was incredible. He started my list. He's also on this list right here, right now, and that is The Undertaker. With a streak like The Undertaker, you've had so many incredible WrestleMania moments, so many credible WrestleMania matches. Him at WrestleMania 23 with Batista, or, WrestleMania 20 when he comes back as The Undertaker, the dead man, against Kane. Like I said, the match that started off this list: Ric Flair, Undertaker at WrestleMania 18, him and Triple H at WrestleMania 17, which was an incredible match. Him and Kane at WrestleMania 14. So he's had some great matches, especially the latter half of his career. Even WrestleMania 24 with him and Edge, great matches. But his last match is one to behold. The Barnyard match with him and AJ Styles at WrestleMania 36 is coming in at number seven. I think a lot of people don't give this its proper respect. I actually think during the pandemic WrestleMania, this match was probably the best match they could have ever asked for. To close out night one of WrestleMania, plus we didn't even know if this really was going to be the Undertaker's last match. But to see him go through all different iterations of who he was as the Dead Man, Big Evil, the American Badass, to see him all incorporate all those guys into one, it was an incredible thing. And plus, AJ Styles is one of the greatest freaking wrestlers of all time. Uh, you know, speaking of that, I'll be doing the top 10 greatest wrestlers list. See if he makes it. See if both of them makes it. But there's not so much you cannot do with AJ Styles. With no ring, no ropes, no nothing. This was the best you could have asked for. Also with no fans. That's another thing. We all know this would have been a buried alive match if the fans were able to be there that night. But I think not having fans actually made this match better. You can actually hear Taker and AJ Styles going through the pain, going through the emotions. You can hear the grunting. You can hear them physically being like, "I'm not gonna let you beat me. I'm not gonna let you bury me." AJ Styles is literally begging Undertaker not to bury him alive, and Undertaker was like, "Bro, come on, you really think I'm gonna like bury you alive? Come on, you really think that I'm gonna do that? Come on, come on, AJ, come on, Allen, I'm not gonna do that. Come on." And then he turns back around and kicks his ass to the parent, just kicks his ass to the graveyard, and then he buries his ass. And it was just an incredible match, man. To me, it's number seven. I get why people will probably not put it on there, but For it to be the Undertaker's last match ever, it was a great match. It was a great match, and AJ Styles did his thing in this match. Um, so that is why it is number 7 on my list. So tonight, my number 7 and 8 matches are The Undertaker versus AJ Styles, the Barnyard match at WrestleMania 36. And number 8 was Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys, TLC 2 at WrestleMania 17. 6 and 5 are coming up soon. I probably will do a 6 and 5 tomorrow night. Try to knock them out, and then probably give 4, 3, and 2 and 1 its own proper respect and do episodes. Hopefully, I'll probably just do 3, 4, then 1, 2, like usual. But until then, man, this has been BrandonJaneauShow. This is Wrestling Life. That is my top 10 list so far. 7, Undertaker versus AJ Styles Barnyard match, WrestleMania 36. Number 8, Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys at WrestleMania 17. The TLC 2 for the tag team titles. And number 9, Charlotte Flair versus Asuka, WrestleMania 34 for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And number 10 is The Undertaker versus Ric Flair, no disqualification match at WrestleMania 18. Hope you guys enjoyed this list so far. Like I said, see you guys soon. Peace.